seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind or the sun or the rain. We can be like they are. Come on, baby, don't fear the reaper. Baby, take my hand. Don't fear the reaper. You'll be able to fly. Valentine is done here, but now they're gone. Romeo and Juliet are together in eternity. Romeo and Juliet, and women every day. And Juliet, and women every day, like they are. Come on, baby, don't fear the reaper. Baby, take my hand. Don't fear the reaper. You'll be able to fly. Don't fear the reaper. Baby, I'm your man. La 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 la. La 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 la. Love of two is one. Here, but now they're gone. Came the last night of sadness, and it was clear that you couldn't go on. And the door was open and the wind appeared. The candles blew then disappeared. The curtains flew and he appeared. Don't be afraid. Come on, baby. She had no fear. To him and they start to fly. They look backwards and say goodbye. She had become like they are. She had taken his hand. She had become like they are. Come on, baby. Don't fear the reaper. You'll be able to fly. La 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 la. La 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 la. A speck of DNA, no blood, no knife, no crime. They call it proof, but science whispers, give it time. A sheath in the dark, a grainy car's glare. You can't hang a life on a maybe or there. They tracked his phone like a hunter's weak trail, but towers don't see through the night's foggy veil. He turned it off, or the signal just failed. A ghost of a theory, your justice derailed. Where's the blade? Where's the rage? Where's the why in this tale? A phantom is not guilt, let their logic is stale. If the proof bends like straw in the storm's reckless sway, then shadow of doubt means he walks free today. His car is 2015, but they swore 11 to 13. Their warrants lied for the corruption machine. If driving at night makes a killer CV, lock up the highways or we'll all be guilty. No witness, no scream, no footprints, no trail. The media's lazy script, he's odd so he'll fail. They'll paint him a monster to feed public cries, but justice dies when we trust easy lies. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, they ask you to convict on their case built on air. No weapon, no motive, the proof is nowhere. Is this the standard we dare call fair? They'll quote his degree like it's Satan's own book. He studied crime, so he must be the crook. But thinking's not killing, and driving's not sin, and Taylor's a hero, let the truth begin. They'll shout stalker, predator, watch how he stared. But where is the who said he was there? A theory's a story, not fact, not divine, and stories can't shackle his soul to the crime. Where's the blade? Where's the rage? Where's the why in this tale? A phantom is not guilt, let their logic is stale. If the proof bends like straw in the storm's reckless sway, then shadow of doubt means he walks free today. Don't trade your doubt for their rage's cheap song. When the evidence fades and the why feels all wrong, if you can't say for sure, then you must stay set free. For justice without certainty is injustice to me.
Oh, what is going on here? There we are. Good afternoon. I got to answer this phone call real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, okay. Missed the call. Okay. You know who you are. Text me what you want to say here. Yeah, okay. What a day. What a day. What a day is all I can say. And in my opinion, we've been waiting for this kind of day for 2.5 years. Because what it shows is there's lies. There's lies everywhere. And that PCA, yeah, I can see why they don't want to use the PCA, because it's proven it's all bullshit, which we've been saying since day one. It's all bullshit. So let's take a look at this. Oh, I got to say hi to the crime family. You guys are awesome, awesome, awesome. Deborah, Lynn, Polly, my girl, good to see you. Simply Solo, good to see you. Kate, good to see you. Jesse, good to see you. Twisted T, good to see you. Deborah Akron, good to see you. Deborah Gazzardo, my girl, good to see you. Eddie, good to see you. Moonflower Laza, my girl, good to see you. Deborah Thompson, good to see you. Joey, good to see you. Green Electric Mama Blog, good to see you. And Natural Healing. Sorry I didn't catch that. I do got the link I do want to share, and that's going to be the text, and we're going to go over this shit because this is too fucking crazy. Not just crazy. In my eyes, this case should be totally dropped right now. For one thing, it was all lies on the PCA to even arrest him. Think about this. It's nothing but lies on the PCA that was meant to arrest him. What the fuck? What have you ever seen a case like this? If this shit happens in any other case, this case would be thrown out the fucking door. You know what I mean? I have to look at and see what's being sent to me here. This has been pretty crazy. Okay, yeah. Not. I'm gonna send you a link. There you go. Jump up here. Not. Where are you? Anyway, I'm going to bring up the text, and just give me a second here. I got it ready to go. Right here, and this is what we're talking about. I'm sure you've all probably been on other channels or something and seen what's going on here. These are all texts right up to 911, and I don't know if I want to read all of this stuff to get there, because the most important things is okay, so yeah, let me bring up Miss Natural Healing. Hey, girl.
Hey, Tommy.
Crazy day.
Apparently
crazy.
So I just got your message, and I don't know what is going on.
Well, you don't know what's going on?
Like I haven't been able to jump on, so.
Oh, you're in for a big shocker.
Oh, I'm sure. This is not going to surprise me.
This is what we've been. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Hey, Coco, this is what we've been waiting for 2.5 years.
Oh my God, are you serious?
I'm fucking serious. So let's take a look at these texts. We're going to go right there. Okay, it starts out at 2:10. 29, DM text EG, the Uber driver. We all know that, Eric Gower, inquiring if he was driving. Now we got an answer. At 2:13, EG text to DM confirming he was driving. At 2:53, Maddie Morgan calls Bethany Funk. That's a new one.
Yeah.
2:53. So right after 2:52, the last call to Jack, Maddie calls Bethany Funk. Now it jumps. It doesn't say if BF responded at all. So at 3:51:03, Dylan creates a new contact in her phone. Isn't that interesting?
Uh-huh.
At 4:19:07, Bethany calls DM at 4:19:07. 4:20, DM calls Zana Cornoto. 4:20, DM calls KG. We know all this. 4:20, DM calls BF for 41 seconds. So apparently she got a hold of her, or she left a message. And BF calls Zana Cornoto at 4:21. 4:21:50, DM calls Maddie Morgan. 422, BF calls Maddie Morgan. 422, BF calls Ethan Chapin. That's a new one, right?
Yes.
Oh, now, why did they put this in on the first thing they released? You know, why didn't they just release this?
Exactly.
Is it because they were trying to hide it and they know that the defense has got, and the defense is going to come out with this shit?
Yes, I agree with that.
And I'm wondering about this whole 2 minutes thing, like on the Linda Lane, where it's 2 minutes off.
Yes.
I often wonder if this isn't 2 minutes off. And I'll tell you why. In a second here. 422, DM to BF. No one is answering. DM to BF. I'm really confused. 422, DM to KG. Kaylee. DM at 422, DM to KG. What's going on? 423, BF outgoing message to Snapchat. I think that's new too. BF to DM. Yeah, dude, what the fuck? BF to DM. Zan was wearing all black, which I think is false. She was wearing red that night. I do believe. I'm not totally sure on that, so I'm not saying.
Yeah, I'll be honest on that. I thought she was wearing a black dress at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, right. But I need to go back and take a look again because it's been so long. But go ahead.
Right. Okay. So it goes to all this stuff where it's, but because what we've seen at 423 was that girl running, and I'm wondering about this 2 minutes off, because it goes to this 424, right? 427, run, come down here, and then DM calls 424, outgoing call at 427. I just wonder if that 2 minute outgoing call, outgoing message, Snapchat, maybe it isn't DM running there, but
yeah,
you're right. You could be right there, and not. You could be right, or are they faking the text? I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
Dylan calls KG at 427. Okay, here. So we get down further. All right, like 430. Bethany Funk is access Snapchat. 437. BF access Instagram. 7:30 in the morning. Bethany calls dad. 8 o'clock. Bethany calls dad. 8 o'clock. Bethany calls another number. 8:01. Bethany calls home. 8:02. Bethany calls mom. Well, this is kind of different than what they told us, right?
Totally. It wasn't on there at all.
No, none of this was on there. 8:05 or whatever, DM on Instagram at 10 o'clock in the morning. Now, from 8:05:43 to 10:45, DM on Instagram. So she's on Instagram for 2 fucking hours.
Oh my God. I'm having a hard time buying this. Tommy, I just really am.
This is the documents. This is what's coming out.
Okay. All right. I get it, but go ahead.
And this is what we've been waiting for 2.5 years. This is showing that they were awake. They knew what the hell was going on. They didn't call 911. Instead, they're calling their dads and their moms.
Wow.
This is totally. And then at 8:09, dad calls Bethany. DM on Instagram for those 2 hours. And then after that, from 8:41 to 8:42, Bethany takes photos. What is she taking photos of? At 8:30 in the morning, 8:41, whatever.
Oh.
What the hell is she taking photos of? At 9:04, Mom texts Bethany. 10 o'clock to 10:01, DM messages incoming and outgoing Snapchat. So that all those Snapchats that Kim was talking about and other people said that they seen before they got there is all true. That's all true. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. I'm hearing it.
10 o'clock to 10:03 on DMs on Instagram. 10:03 to 10:04 DM on Indeed, whatever the hell that is. I'm not sure what that is.
It's a app for looking for jobs.
Okay. Back to 10:04 to 10:23 DM messages incoming and outgoing. Again, Snapchat. At 10:10 DM text Maddie Morgan. Or is that MM? Is that Moyer? Matt Moyer?
Oh, could be.
Yeah, it could be. Because there's no trying to call Kaylee here or Zana or anything. And just all of a sudden out of the blue, there's an MM. 10:24 DM on Instagram. 10:30 DM messages incoming and outgoing Snapchat. Here's where it gets interesting. 11:21 JM texts BF. Now, I'm going to look at chat. What's going on in chat? So JM, we've come up with 2 different names. All right, and I'm just going to give them to you. I don't know who this Jenna McClure is, but I'm getting that name. And then there is a Jonathan Lewis Moy, 42 years old, but he is a Moy. And I don't know if it's Matt's brother, blah, blah, blah. I'm just looking for JMs. The name I keep getting is Jenna McClure. I don't know a Jenna McClure, but I'm betting that Bubbly Waters does. She knows everybody.
Yes, she does. She has the phone book of everybody.
Right. So let's see. What are they saying in chat here? So who is Jenna McClure, people? Who is Jenna McClure? Yeah, Kim was right. And Kim and I got into it, and now I feel really bad because her shit's right on the goddamn money. Excuse my French.
Who are you talking about, Tommy?
Yeah, probably Ben Reuter. Okay, that's funny. Ben Reuter.
They tell you in the comments.
R-O. What do you mean by that?
Jenna is Jack's sister.
What'd you say, Nat?
I was asking you said somebody was on the money, and I was asking you who was it that you were saying?
Kim. WSU Kim.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, yes. So you and a few other people mentioned that a lot of stuff that she has said, now we're starting to see truth with that. So
right.
She knows a lot.
And Dave was right on the money.
Dave, I kind of felt like that too. I felt that he was.
Does this make even Dot's stuff?
I know. I don't.
You know what I mean?
I think
that's
that there's some
crazy.
truth to every single person, Dave, Kim, Dot. There sounds like to me there is some truth to each one of these stories for what they either witnessed or by electronic or whatever. That's what it
Well,
seems
yeah,
to be
this is
coming
all
to, isn't it?
electronic stuff. This is all electronic stuff.
Right,
And,
exactly.
and it is from it's documents from the
It
court.
is it's a legal document.
Yep.
But why didn't we get this originally? Why all of a sudden,
This is too. What's that?
Well, why are we getting it now? I mean, why can't we have this?
Okay,
what?
I just got this handed to me. Jenna McClure is Zach's sister. So that's who Jenna McClure is. And that would be a friend.
Bethany is engaged to Zach.
What's that?
Bethany is engaged to Zach.
Yeah, Bethany is engaged to Zach. So that's Bethany. That's I would think that's probably who that is. JM, Jenna McClure.
Okay.
Zach's sister. So let's go back down to these messages because it's not done yet. I mean, it's crazy. From 10:56 to 11:29, DM on Instagram and messages on Snapchat again. I thought they were sleeping.
Uh-huh.
I thought they were sleeping.
That's what they said.
How did the state and Payne come out and say that they were sleeping? They lied.
Yes, of course.
They fucking lied.
Mm-hmm.
The search warrant should, or the arrest warrant should be thrown out the fucking window. This whole case should be thrown out. This is enough. Don't you think? What's he doing? Oh, what's going on here? Oh. What do you think?
It's a mess.
Everybody?
It's a mess.
What do y'all think out there? Right, Deborah. Yes. I'm trying to read what some of these everybody's saying here. Bubbly has a photographic memory, right? Yeah, I'm way behind on chat here.
Yeah, I am too. I'm multitasking right now.
It's just I keep going down, and then the little slider goes back up, and I keep going down, and it keeps going back up. What a mess! Yes, what a mess, Carolyn.
This is a mess.
What's that?
Oh, I'm just agreeing with you. It's been a mess. It's still a mess. Why? There's going to be more coming out. That's what it feels like. What more are you hiding? What more? Doesn't it kind of feel like that?
Yeah. Well, this version, Randy's saying this version of the phone message and calls was released by the defense, but that's still, they got this from someplace. And I have a feeling that the defense is right on the money.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
100. Yeah, I'm sure of that.
They can't. What the state did was they omitted shit. And
right.
That's easier probably to get away with than adding fake shit. Like the defense coming out with this and just adding a bunch of shit in there. This is shit they got. This is what they got. So, and they're releasing it. And this is the reason they're fighting for this shit. And this is the reason why Ann Taylor is saying this man is innocent, 100% innocent, because they're lying. They're lying up their asses, and this is what it shows.
Mm-hmm.
DM was not asleep. And they were not asleep. Why didn't they call fucking 911?
And what was she taking pictures of?
Right.
At 8:00, whatever it was. Why are you taking pictures while if your phone is actually pinged at that home, then I want to know what pictures you're taking. Apparently, because there were bodies in that home, according to the 911 call.
Exactly.
This is just went up a whole nother level.
Yep, it went up a whole nother level. Yes. And why isn't these two behind bars? Because it's either they lied or Payne lied, right?
I think both of them did, in my opinion.
And that could be too.
Uh-huh. I mean, why all of a sudden you're lying and not being truthful from day one, and all of a sudden you decide you're going to come up with truth now? Well, that doesn't make sense, as so.
And then here at 11:29, DM texts KG. Huh. And then she's back on Instagram.
Tommy, is there a time gap between 2:30 and 4 o'clock?
Actually, there's a time gap between 2:13 and 2:53.
Uh-huh. There you go.
Right after Eric Gower texts to DM confirming he was driving. Then there's over 30 minutes of
exactly. And when Kaylee and Maddie were apparently texting, Jack, and then Kaylee's phone completely goes out before 3. There's a time gap between that.
And did EG go pick up DM? You know what I'm saying? I mean, DM texts EG inquiring if he was driving. Then EG 13 minutes later texts DM confirming he was driving. And then it goes over a half an hour of nothing.
Right. No, but that sounds like to me.
And then, but look at it. 3:51, DM creates a new contact in her phone.
A new contact? Did it say who?
Yes. No.
I got to get on. I'm going to look at the documentation right now.
I'll put the link in private chat.
No, I'm going to. You can. I'm going to. I'm multitasking, so I got it. It's okay. I'll get there.
Well, there's the one right to the deal. Oh, why is it in purple? What the fuck? How the hell did that happen? I didn't read it. It's like this purple blob, man.
Okay, let me enlarge this.
If people could only see the backstage, right?
It's okay.
Oh God, what a crazy fucking day, man. Hold on a second.
Yeah. Hopefully I won't lose you.
No, you won't.
Okay. Okay, good. There we go. I gotta look at this.
Okay, I got to mute here for a second. Okay, you there? Not? Are you there? So anyway, everybody, here we go. Here we are. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I muted stuff. Okay. Yeah, it's crazy right here at the house right now. So yeah, 419. Were we already there? Yeah, we've already been there. Oh, the JM. So I'm figuring it's this Jenna McClure, who was Zach's sister. 11 or 10:56 to 11:29. DM is on Instagram and messages on Snapchat again. What the hell? And then the text to KG. One text and to none of the other victims. Just KG, which is really strange. DM text to KG at 11:29. Again, back on Instagram, messaging on Snapchat. DM on Yik Yak, DM on TikTok, DM messages, Snapchat. 11:39:09 till 11:40 DM and dad text. There we go. That's interesting too. Then at 11:49, Bethany calls that JM. And then JM texts DM. Then at 11:50, DM's back on Instagram. And then at 11:50, DM calls EA, who we figured is that, what's the name? Was that Evans or was that a girl's name? Emily? Was it Emily? Emily. Let me look at chat here. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to scroll away. Oh, this is crazy.
Emily. This is Emily.
Huh?
Emily.
Emily. Okay, Emily. What? Anybody got the last name? Isn't that like Atkins or something like that? Emily Atkins? Is that what it is? So anyway, that's at 11:50. So this is not long before they called 911. Then this JM, Jenna McClure, texts DM. 11:51, Bethany texts JM. Then 11:51:33, JM texts BF. JM texts BF. BF texts JM. JM texts BF. And then it keeps going on till 11:54, where GM texts BF 3 texts. Then at 11:54 to 11:57, DM on Instagram. 11:56, Bethany calls 911.
Wow. Can you hear me, Tommy?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So my thing is was she at the home while she was doing all these texts? Because this is the case, then no 911 call that whole entire time.
No.
And you're on your phone that whole entire time while all this was going on?
That's crazy, isn't it? But it shouldn't be the search warrant. This was nothing on that search warrant, right?
Right.
None of this was on the search warrant.
Nothing.
Or not the search warrant, but I'm sorry, the arrest warrant.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, none of this was on the arrest warrant. So I can see the defense's arguments on this, that that none of this shit was, or and I think that, but that doesn't it stem back to the system being broken on that part.
Right.
With the grand juries, because all the grand jury gets to hear is the prosecution's side, and they don't get to hear the defense's side, or the prosecution can pull shit like this and get away with it. So of course that's why, at the grand jury, you can indict a ham sandwich, right?
Exactly.
Right? Oh, this is fucking crazy. Crazy shit, people. Crazy. The state has selected text messaging as excited utterances. The state has selected text messaging as excited utterances and present sense impression. The totality of circumstances defeat the state requests. BF and DM texted each other a handful of times, and then they were in the same bedroom. They were together with the ability to talk to each other. Then why were they texting each other? They were not asleep for 8 hours.
What reason then?
The messages, the state seeks admission of as exceptions to hearsay began with a call and a message about being confused. After texting each other and unsuccessfully speaking with any of their roommates, the pair were together. The state is looking at the messages with the benefit of hindsight. The analysis has to be done in the moment of the utterances were made. Text messages in this case. Dylan first claims confusion, then after communicating with BF, claims fear to leave her room. Despite her stated fear of leaving her room, she does so and joins BF downstairs. To get to BF's bedroom, DM passed the front door of the residence. BF was steps from the front door. Neither of them left the house. I don't know about this one here. Yeah, I don't know about this. I don't know about that one. Neither of them called friends. Look at this shit. Neither of them called friends. And yet, we see all this shit. Oh, I see what this is. Neither of them called friends, family, or law enforcement for help. Well, they called friends. Nobody did anything.
And they called
family. And they called family, who they didn't call until 11, or did they? Or did they? You know what I mean?
I know. Boy, it's gotten worse for me.
Oh, no doubt.
I've never been comfortable with this. I don't even know what word to use.
Yeah,
this is terrible.
Flabbergasting, but then you know what? We suspected this all along. We've been talking about this for 2.5 years. This is a huge win for us that's been saying this for 2.5 fucking years.
A big fat lie.
So I hear there's a meeting going on right now between two guilty channels.
Oh, okay.
And you're winning by way.
I was informed of that. A drunk chicken and Howard Hughes's brother. Figure that one out.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yep, we got it. We're there.
Right. That's what I was informed of. I'm not sure if that's true, but that's what I was informed of. Despite her stated fear of leaving her room, she does so and joins BF downstairs. To get to BF's room, DM passed the front door of her residence. BF was steps from the front door. Neither of them left the house. Neither of them called friends, family, or law enforcement for help. Instead, both have a substantial amount of activity beginning in earnest less than 4 hours after DM made her way to BF's room. BF and DM communicate with friends, parents, and DM is on social media. The second grouping, the message the state claim fit within the exception to the hearsay rule are those from DM to her roommates beginning at 10:23 a.m., 6 hours later. The state claims DM woke up and realized her roommates had not responded to her earlier text. The state is wrong. DM was awake. She was messaging on Snapchat. She was on Instagram, and she texts with her dad. And this is not exhaustive list of activity of her on her phone. Wait a minute. And this is not an exhaustive list. Are they saying there's more?
I'm sure there is. That's what it feels like.
Can you see that? Can you see where I highlighted?
Mm-hmm.
And this is not an exhaustive list of activity on her phone. She was with Bethany, who was also communicating with her parents and later friends. Mr. Kohlberger urges the court to view the state's request with consideration of the complete picture. The state has asked the court to look at a timeline, and Mr. Kohlberger urges the court to look at everything that occurred during the timeline. The state's motion should be denied. Boy, I'll tell you what, there's some nasty shit going on in fucking Idaho.
Oh, yeah.
There's some
more ways than one.
Nasty ass shit going on.
More ways than one.
Wow. That is crazy shit, man. Oh, my God. I don't know what to say, folks. I'm flabbergasted, but not surprised, because we've been saying this for 2.5 years. And the guilters are all in meetings now. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah. What do we do now?
Yeah.
How are they going to pick that apart?
Right. Something went on where they were scared to call 911. Enough to call their parents.
Everybody but 911.
Everybody but fucking 911.
You know, and that's what Dave said when he woke up. It was around 8:00, and he opened up Snapchat. I mean, he had I don't know how many.
Right.
You know, and that was by 8:00.
Mm-hmm. Or he left for work at 9:30.
Well, yeah, he was going to go to work, but he said he stayed back.
Right. Yeah. Wow, this is just mind-blowing shit, and you know, no wonder she files to have everything dropped to get it. I mean, this needs to happen. This case is, I don't know how they can prosecute this.
I don't either.
I don't know why he's in jail.
We've been saying that based on what? 25 skin cells or something like that? That's it?
Right. Yeah. And yet all of this shit. And then paying lying.
Yep.
On the goddamn arrest warrant.
Yeah.
Wow. It's huge, folks. It's fucking huge. Huge day in the case of Brian Kohlberger. But this is all what we've been waiting for, everybody. This is what, you know, and we knew it was coming, right? I mean, we all knew this shit.
Oh, yeah.
We all knew it.
I don't think it's done at all. I think we have a lot more coming.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah. Well, that's what it is today, everybody. That's what it is today. And that's I wanted to get out and at least talk about it a little bit, and you know, show everybody, hey, they were awake, which we've been saying all along. They were awake and texting their moms and dads and friends, but not 911. Not 911. And that's going to be a big thing to the jury, right? Think about that.
Oh, yeah. Everything matters.
Yeah. jury's going to be going, why didn't you text 911? Why didn't you call 911? Not
Yeah,
text.
they're gonna say you have wasted all of our damn time on what?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. And is this a bunch of bullshit here?
Uh-huh.
Why aren't they calling 911? They're awake. They know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to know the conversation between Dylan and Dylan's dad. I'd like to know that.
Wasn't this conversation was going on since early morning, right? With Dylan's dad?
Yeah, it was. Oh, wait, I'm not sharing here. Or whoops.
Because what is it so important that you have to talk to him through the whole night into the morning? What's going on with that, Dylan?
So Dylan, let's see. Okay, here's 4:7. Okay, yeah. At 7:30. At 7:30. BF. Oh, this is BF. Bethany calls dad at 7:30 in the morning. Bethany calls dad.
What?
Then at 8 o'clock, Bethany calls dad. Then at 8 o'clock, Bethany calls another number. It doesn't say who. Then at 8:01, Bethany calls home. What's maybe the dad and mom are separated. And she calls mom's home. That could be. Because it says here BF calls dad, and then it'll say BF calls home. So maybe called the mom. Yeah, well, yeah, BF calls mom right here. I wonder why it says home here. Okay. Then at 8:09, the dad calls Bethany back.
Mm-hmm.
So Bethany, you know what? Bethany knows a lot more than she put on. And we never heard much from the prosecution about anything about Bethany, really. And here there's a lot that went on between 4:37, well, even before that. Yeah, all night long. Fuck, all night fucking long.
Yep.
What is it? It's, it starts at 2:10. If they slept at all, they slept like between what? 2:53 and 3:51. And then
2:53 and 3:51. I mean, think about that time frame, Tommy. What's our time frame that we've been talking about?
Right.
This whole entire
Exactly.
time. Okay.
Exactly. Check that out, folks. Check this out. 2:53. What? Maddie Mogan calls Bethany Funk at 2:53. So that's right after that last phone call to Jack at 2:52.
Yes.
So here, the last call that Maddie makes is at 2:53. Then it shuts down for a whole hour.
Yep. And not only that,
the first thing that's done is DM creates a new contact on her phone at 3:51.
Yep. And not only that, Kaylee lost signal on her phone. Well, why didn't DM, if they were there at the home in that location, why did they not lose signal, on their, not signal, but you know what I mean, on their phone?
Oh, yeah. Kaylee's phone totally off the network at 2:52.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, let's remember that too, folks. Here it is, 2:53. Maddie Mogan calls Bethany Funk. Maddie Mogan calls Bethany Funk at 2:53. Then it's blank for almost an hour, 2 minutes short of an hour, and the first thing done is DM creates a new contact on her phone. Who's the new contact? That's what I'd like to know.
That's what I would like to know. At that particular time, too, we have a new contact.
Right. So at 2:53, which is my timeline for when Kaylee and Maddie went down.
Right.
And this is Maddie's last deal right here.
Yep.
At 2:53. And this is when it starts, people. This is when it starts. Then at 3:15, those 4 people or 8 people are running in front of that cop at Banfield.
Yep.
Oh,
and then after that time, then they got all these calls coming and going.
Right.
You know exactly what happened. They're in on it.
Yep. I think all of this stuff here, like DM calling Kaylee and Xana and all that, this is what's fake, people. In my opinion, this is what is fake. BF calling, they knew what happened. And here's a new one too: is BF calls Ethan Chapin at 4:22.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is what's bullshit. They already fucking know. They already know that they're gone and they're done.
Yep, they do. It's just staged. It's going through the motions, trying to fool us because we're all dumb.
Just crazy shit, man. Well, this is going to be a lot to talk about for a while on this. Because there's going to be a lot of people's opinions out there. I'd like to see what everybody's saying out here. Really,
it's going quite fast.
Who told Chapins and why? Who deleted Dave's Snapchat messages? Right? Who deleted Dave's Snapchat messages? Yeah, Jenna McClure. Yep, that's who that JM is, and pretty damn sure. And they're all lying, in my opinion, and planting the sheath. Yep,
I agree.
Yep. New contact the DM. It's done now. Yeah, new contact, the DM. I wonder who the hell that is. Boy, I wish they would have put the initials on that.
Yeah, why is that? Well, yeah, why is that such a big secret? You know, you pick and choose.
Right. Why was the prosecution not letting that all of this know on people?
Right.
Think about this.
Why?
Think about this, people. Because it's all exculpatory.
Yes.
Crazy. This Hitler should look at this and just dismiss the case. That's my opinion. I don't know. There's other people that probably know the law a lot better than I do, the laws. But to me, that's too much. That's too much.
It is.
The whole thing. Exactly, Samantha. Exactly. Multiple students stated that they saw pictures on their Instagram, but then when they went back to their Instagrams and Snapchats, had been completely wiped that morning. Yeah, see, there's something there has to be, and I hate to say it, I really do, because you want to be able to trust certain people, but there has to be corruption in law enforcement. There has to be.
And not only that, this really goes way up in a higher realm of individuals involved in this whole thing. because they're hiding so much. There's got to be some major players in this.
Major players. Yep. That's what I think too. And
absolutely,
we were right about them being awake and shit like that. And they were probably texting each other and blah, blah, blah. We've been talking about this for a long time.
Yeah.
When it comes out, that's what it is. And that's
you know, I'm not convinced either that they were there in the premises. You know, I'm not convinced with that. I truly do believe they did leave at a particular time during that time frame when they were stopped texting. I do. But that's, you know, that's my opinion.
Wait a minute. Say it again, no, not.
Oh, I was just saying, I don't feel that. I believe that right before 3:00 is when the two gals, Bethany and Dylan, exited that 1122. And because they stopped texting, they weren't there when they knew everyone was in place and had, this is again my opinion, when everything was in place and it was ready, set to go. I'm out of here. I'm gone. And they probably were told to leave too.
Right. And how much you want to bet that at that 2:53, right? We thought it was 2:52 that the phone calls in, but it was actually 2:53. Yep. Then there's an hour. I think everybody left the house.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think there was fighting going on out in that street.
There was a lot. Yes.
There was a lot going on that night in that Sigma Chi. I'm telling you, the Sigma Chi and the frats and all that in the street, they were fighting. I guarantee you.
Yep. And there was a lot going on. Yeah, you know, you and I agree with the lot going on with the Ethan and Zaina, you know. That was happening in the street area, and probably other fights going on to distract what was going on with Ethan, and there's so much dynamic to this.
And Kaylee and Maddie go out there too, and that's how Maddie's jacket ends up. I bet you they chased her or something.
Yep, I agree with that. She ran off.
Yeah, she was running from somebody.
Yes, she was.
That's how that jacket got torn off.
Yep. They just threw it.
Yep. And it could have all been staged in the house. Could have all been staged. Or they were chased back to the house.
I don't know.
I don't know. But that does match up because it's blank for an hour there. That matches up with everybody leaving to go watch what was going on out front. And that's where the screaming is. Get off and whatever, all that screaming and hollering and stuff is going on. Yeah. Crazy shit. Yeah, is Matt Moy. Yep.
Well, you know, I mean, even though we got texts a little bit more kinda to me clear on text, at least Tommy, our time frames are adding up.
They are.
What we believe.
Yep. Time frames are starting to add up.
Truth to this. There's something.
Yep. To what we've been saying all along for a long time.
Yep.
Yep. And this is a good question here by Sally Shepherdson here. Why didn't Bethany call Zach her boyfriend instead of the sister? You know?
Right.
Huh. Yeah, that is a good question. Yeah, this is quite something, everybody. And I had to come on and talk about this because it's huge. And that's what I have for right now, I guess. Not
until we fine tooth comb this.
Yeah, everybody's gonna have their opinions, and every channel will have a different flavor. So definitely check out. And who do I who's coming up? I think Eddie is on. Friday. I think Eddie's on Friday.
I thought A.R. Hayes was on Friday.
No. That was a mistake. He's on. That's next month.
How dare you?
Yeah, that was a mistake by me there.
Eddie's coming up on Friday?
Yeah, I think it's Eddie. Yeah.
Oh, good.
And
Excellent.
He's in here right now. Wasn't me nut.
I see him.
right. Deborah. Yeah, I don't know about all that, but but it does match up to a lot of what I've said, especially in the time frames. It makes every time something new comes out, it makes more sense.
Yeah, it does on some time frames. At least we're getting some timelines that are very similar to what we've been saying for the last at least 2 years. Right. That I feel good about, but I don't feel good about any rest of it.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's what I got for today, everybody. I'm not going to pound this in the ground for 6 hours or anything like that. I just come on. No. I'm gonna come on. I explained what the stuff was, gave my opinions on stuff. Some of my opinions will change, I'm sure, as we go along. But this is huge news, and I think it's good news. And Anne is attacking. She is coming out full steam, man. She is coming out full steam. And I'll tell you what, the prosecution has their hands full, and Hitler better do the fucking right things in this case. That's all. That's what I have to say at the end of this.
The only way to be is doing the right things, but it certainly hasn't been that way.
Right.
And unfortunately, certain people are going to find out that not doing the right things is really going to bite them in the ass.
Oh yeah, and especially if they lied. Perjury.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll see what comes of that. We'll see.
Right. Yeah, we shall see. All right. Well, thanks for coming up and jumping up here, Nat. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, thank you for asking. You bet.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll be up together again soon here.
Yeah, I'm sure that.
All right. All right, my girl. Thanks for being on, and we shall talk to you later. Yeah.
You betcha.
Yeah, okay, so that's huge news for this case, people, and just wow, and the things that we've said, and I'm telling you, my timeline fits everything that's coming out, every single thing. My timeline fits, and I'll go over that again too, my timeline, and I'll break it down all the way from fucking midnight if I have to. All the way till fucking noon. I could even go till whatever, even after that. Anyway, I appreciate everybody here. Thank you for coming in this afternoon and listening to all this. And you know it. You're my subs, you're my heart. My mods are my soul. And until next time, rock and roll.
breath that's true. to you and I see nothing. I look to you to see the truth. You live your life, you go in shadows. You'll come apart and you'll go black. Some kind of night into your darkness. Colors your eyes with what's not there. Fade into you. Strange you never knew. Fade into you. I think it's strange you never knew. A stranger's light comes on slowly. A stranger's heart without a